that, ma'am? Is this a bill of sale? Okay. You own it? You're the owner?
I'm close to that. I'll assist.
We both are?
656 copy 2229.
286.
Yeah.
286.
Advised with 206. Reference our last call. You can cancel.
What's your first name, sir?
Earlier, checked on his welfare. He was okay.
What's your first name?
Head back over there.
What's your date of birth?
Copy 269 656.
What's your zodiac sign?
Next 286.
Yeah, what's your zodiac sign? You know, like Gemini.
There's a guy that's down by Jefferson.
You don't know your zodiac sign? Huh?
Kind of heading over by McDonald's now. I don't know if that's the same guy they were talking about.
How old are you? How old are you? Well, there's no plates on the car in Minnesota. You got to have something in your window.
510.
Yeah, it's not tracking.
Yeah. So this doesn't have anything to do with you on here, right? No, you don't have any bill of sale, or this is just...
Checking channels 2 and 3 for Coast.
You found what? Yeah. Well, you have no plates. We're checking out your car. You're parked in a parking lot that is the restaurant's closed, and so we're... Yeah, but people don't park in a parking lot when they're trying to find a hotel, okay? Yeah. Okay. Then usually people just plug it into their phone and they go there. Okay. All right. Well, you're just going to have to stand by when we check out, okay? Thank you. Sit in the back seat here. Here we go. Well,
Squad 537.
is there anything in there we should know about?
No, just I don't like the way you guys are treating me.
Well, if you had all the proper
214
information, ma'am, we would have been out of here.
Ground level.
Tony,
Security in Kellogg Street, door 10. On a DOC, reference a male that was threatening to kill people and threatening to call more people to shoot up the address. Black male, mid-40s, 5'10", average build. Gray and brown coat, blue jeans.
Heavy.
2232.
Downtown St. Paul.
Is there a transit squad on channel 2? Transit 234.
Hilton Garden Inn.
Transit 234, we just transferred you this DOC at the Union Depot. I see that he's on the light rail
There's not a
platform.
Hilton
I have
Garden
St. Paul en route. Do you
Does
want
he
them
got a
to
driver's
continue or
license?
cancel?
Yeah, he's valid. Out of Minneapolis, 2020.
We'll take care of it.
Copy, thank you. Squad 5370, clear.
I'm sorry. I don't know what they got.
Copy, thank you.
You're welcome. 2234.
Just hang tight. Yeah, are you staying in St. Paul or are you staying in Minneapolis? Well, there's a Hilton Garden Inn in Bloomington. That's at the Mall of America.
No, it wasn't. It's gotta be
Hilton Garden Inn. Well, there's no garden inns in St. Paul.
it's right.
360.
Holiday or Hilton? You said
360.
I'm
Yeah, see if they get the comp back on the line. See if they can go open the apartment door. Let us in. Okay.
Something in
What's 3926 and 39?
Hampton Inn and Suites, downtown St. Paul.
26.
0.6 miles away. So
Hey,
literal
hey,
street
that's-
shop right down
360 copy.
there.
22.
You know what, that's right. You wanna help, I don't know what brought his eyes to the car. Must have been one of those. Well, he doesn't have any warrants. I assume he'll be on his way here shortly. Not while they're talking to him. Have to walk up. Is there a temporary statement? I'll walk over there in 2 minutes once you can have a seat and you can leave on if you want. Excuse me, let me just call this. I can call the van in. Corb out of Sun Prairie, Wisconsin.
Plate is Nancy Union 7990 with May of 21 tab.
Send her on her way. Tell her to get some plates.
Everything checks out. Appreciate your call.
Hey, you're two things. You need to have plates, and he has an expired license.
Yeah, we're, like I said, we got an appointment with DMV, but
Sound good. Come good.
You're 0.6 of the mile down the road, right there.
All right, so anyhow, it's the car comes back clear. It didn't have any plates or any tags whatsoever. They didn't really have a proper bill of sale, but Wisconsin does have different rules on transferring it was a Wisconsin purchase. And they did have a copy of a title. It wasn't really a title, a copy of a title that was signed by a man that matched the name. And turns out he did have a license, but it's expired. First he told the officer he didn't have a license. That's why the officer put him in handcuffs, because he didn't have a license. And then it turned out when we ran it, he had a license, it was expired. They clarified. But there's a huge difference in a suspended or revoked or canceled license.
Right.
And an expired license. We're certainly not gonna arrest people for expired licenses during COVID. That is the first person, though, that I think was actually the right person that didn't know his zodiac sign.
Yeah, and he legit didn't know it.
Yeah. And the reason I knew his zodiac sign is he was born on February 14th, which of course is what?
I have to look at the chart. I don't know what it is either.
Valentine's Day.
I know what
It's Valentine's Day,
Well,
which
yeah, it's
happens to be my mom's birthday too. Close enough to mine that I knew it was Aquarius.
Okay.
But he didn't get Aquarius right either. So, must be a dying generation. So, we let them drive with expired licenses because during COVID it's tough to get your license renewed. A lot of the lines are long, etc.
Appointments are a long ways out.
So, we always scold them. Get some plates. But I bet Wisconsin does not have the same rule about the plate, because Wisconsin is a strange state when it comes to license plates. The plate used to go with the owner rather than the car.
Right.
You remember that?
Probably not.
Yeah.
So,
It never made sense to me, but
looked in the car, that does look like they had traveled a long way to get here. Got a lot of stuff in there. Digidio's lot, though, however, is not free parking after close. Of course, we had those, I don't know what they're called, Cop Watch Media, the same people that filmed the other night. Problem for us is they watch our feed and then they come to our stops. And Tony and Steve, if you're listening, the only thing we're going to ask is that you stay further away than any squad car. If you're inside the perimeter where the squad car is, you're obstructing our legal process. So stay outside of where the squad cars are.
and you're just fine. You can film as much as you want.
Yeah, you got to zoom on that camera. It's not hard to just stay a little bit. We can allow you access to what you need to film, but you can't come inside our circle. And it's partially for your safety too, in case something goes wrong.
Exactly.
So, did you say one of those was on Boland? When you were reading some of those the night before last? 1000 or
yeah,
1900 Boland. Swing by Boland and
oh, that was in my phone.
well, you notice I didn't approach the car right away. We never like to approach a car in that position, just because it's just an awkward position to have them have better cover than we have. So as long as I could get some of the information from the passenger, have them walk over to us. On a legitimate stop now, the Supreme Court has said we have the right to ask people to get out of the car for that reason.
Oh yeah, 1640 Boland.
1640
That was,
Boland.
yeah.
Why don't you plug that in and swing by there? What happened there again? Which one was that?
That
one?
was an Asian male in his 20s, 5'6", wearing black clothing, tried to steal the owner's blue Toyota Prius that was parked in the driveway.
Okay, man.
What do we got going on on your channel one over there?
Copy,
Pat?
2245. 161, copy, took the noise complaint, 1984 Marshall Avenue. About 15 people at the address playing loud music for the past 45 minutes.
Yeah, if you haven't already shared this Facebook broadcast, we'd appreciate it if you would. The more people we can reach, the better.
Well, I don't know about you, but my fingers got chilly out there.
It's a little nippy, right?
Yeah.
Should turn that heat down. I suppose it's only at 65 degrees, but it's a lot warmer than the zero. Where am I going here, Navigator? Straight ahead?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're gonna go right on Snelling. Might be the first left after we go right on Snelling.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Looks like we got an alarm and not too far off too.
8197
That's impending, so I won't say the address.
Oh, the suspicious vehicle, Minnesota Edward Henry Yellow, 468, the LA Fitness parking lot.
Put this on one.
And what do you have?
Squad 185.
3 over here.
Okay.
485.
For a residential alarm, 1943 James Avenue. It's covering the side door.
185, copy.
2248.
Well,
gonna go.
we'll run down there. The night.
731 Stockdale Road on the suicidal juvenile. Caller
It's not
advising
unusual for alarms to go off in this very cold weather.
He has no plan, no
But-
violent, no unknown weapons.
45, can you 10 on the address again? Computer done. Copy, 2248.
Affirmative. It's 1943 James Avenue. Again, 1943 James.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 2248.
Down here.
2248.
Yeah, I got coordinates. Get on to Cleveland.
Yep. Or Fairview.
Fairview better, 1820. 2 blocks over.
Twenty-three 62 Tango Q up into 63's call.
Copy 2249.
366 captured route 395 Van Dyke Street on a DOC. Printed male that was pounding on the door, yelling, stating that there's people chasing him. Male was a black male, 40 to 50, 5'7", thin and average build, red coat, left seat running westbound.
Like Bob was saying, cold weather sets off a lot of alarms. wind, cold weather, storms. But they all need to be checked.
136 case number.
I'm sorry, which squad was asking for a case number?
136.
This is 126. The case number is 024823.
Oh, I think I just missed my turn, right?
No, we got to turn on Randolph.
Then Randolph.
Yeah.
7130.
So it is possible somebody is in this house on James. So that's 1820. This should be 1880. All right, the next one should be 1940. That should be a corner house then, right?
Should be, I think we're going to go all the way to, yeah, here. This is it.
Yeah, take it right here.
Yep.
That should be the
And then I think it's the first left.
Yes. We have had burglaries in this neighborhood.
Yep, it's that corner house right there.
Yeah. It's very dark. There are no lights on in that house.
It's a side door alarm.
What should I?
Can you update my call location to Dale and University?
This is the neighbor's lot here, so the only way out of the backyard here is through that fence there.
Is that a motion light just went on?
I think it was on when we pulled around. I don't know if somebody set it on or.
Information first about to check your mobile number across Clark on the road for a vehicle taken in a breach of trust at 2253.
Do you think stay here?
I think so, too.
You're gonna watch the perimeter until the St. Paul squad shows up.
Dale is at the back of the address.
Okay, something keeps setting off that. I don't know if it's us, if it's that sensitive a light.
Well, he can only come out that way.
Right.
Unless he wants to jump fences. Well, we'll sit here. Usually you can hear people. There, it's off again, huh?
Yep.
Must be us.
81 and 17, I'll check in status.
Control.
81 and 7, Tango, I copy your control to 2254.
On again.
I don't know. The thing about it is, I don't see any lights on in that house. Usually burglars got a flashlight or something.
Squad 287.
287.
1345 Western Avenue North, apartment 15, on a disturbance noise complaint for loud music.
Okay.
2255.
Is that a squad?
I'm not sure if that's a squad or one of our. It's one of ours.
3921
Squad
transport.
656 checking status.
Go ahead.
Mail from my location at the PD. Mileage 93.
Code 4 for now. To the PD at 2256.
Copy. Do you need a second?
2260 North County, this would advise
Only our phones available.
60 copy.
2256.
Situate, where is she?
Webster and Randolph.
Copy, I'll start from HQ.
2257.
So while we're sitting here, we got all sides of the building covered with our squads, just waiting for the St. Paul car to come here, and they can maybe check the interior. Usually, what happens is they call a key holder, and the key holder will either come out or talk to the officers. But if we see some lights come on in this house, people wake up, then we'll go talk to them
Squad
ourselves.
175 and 177.
That might be them, huh?
177.
That's 185.
75.
For a vehicle at Hardee's 369 Hamlin, causing a disturbance within the drive-thru, refusing to leave after being refused service, bouncing his horn loudly.
True and 8.
177. Copy.
This is true.
2258.
You're open. 2258.
175.
2258.
So what else you got for us, Pat?
136. Caller advising that
What other
her
tidbits of...
sister's items were taken at about...
There's been a pretty dramatic increase in what's going on in Highland Park and McAllister Groveland since spring.
Yeah, if you stick with us late enough, a lot of these carjackings have been very late at night or early in the morning even.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had high frequency of stolen cars driving around at 3-ish.
1260.
You said you could work late tonight, right? Just not next week?
Right.
Yeah.
Copy.
We'll probably work a little bit later tonight than normal.
You both can be clear the vehicle left.
We did get a little bit of a later start.
Oh.
Copy. We're on the team.
And you got a nap, you said, so. So a lot of police work is actually doing what we're doing right now, right? How many times have you sat on a perimeter
Exactly.
for an hour or two? So we think the St. Paul car that's coming here got delayed, is what it's looking like. And this is going to be good because we have, they're probably listening to us, and really it's got some people that like to videotape us, and sometimes it's, gets intrusive, sometimes not, but
113.
right now they're walking outside here trying to videotape us again. That's our right to be on a sidewalk in 0-degree weather.
Yes, it is.
Granted,
Right
on
outside.
that
318. 318.
Pretty sure I got a stolen going northbound arcade at Wheelock. It's a gray 2011 Silverado with a topper.
What?
Should be Alpha Romeo Hotel 337. If you can let Maplewood know. I'm still a few blocks behind it. It looks like it's going pretty good, so I think I'm going to be able to catch it.
We got a stolen going northbound arcade into Maplewood.
Copy. Appeared to be a small frame Asian male driving with 2300.
Ready 197 Tango. Checking status.
Control book.
917 Tango, I'm sorry, go again.
9-5, we're control.
Yeah, disregard. It's going to go north to
Control,
Maplewood if you let them know.
Copy, vehicle continuing to Maplewood from Larpenteur, 2301.
Can you show me out on Century, just south of Upper Afton with Oakdale on traffic?
Copy.
You can show me around there.
9-5, we're still controlled. We got one detained.
Now they're standing within 6 feet of my window.
2301.
Is a gray Chevy Silverado with a topper on it. Again, northbound arcade from Wheelock. Information at 2301.
So the St. Paul car has now arrived here at the scene.
Okay, good.
2500. 2163.
You can cancel fire in a lineup.
2163, I copy. At 2302.
Keep blocking these out so you can't record them. Cool.
It's going to be Woodbury, not Oakdale.
Copy, it's in Woodbury. 5188 area.
Copy at 2302. 2500, checking status.
So now they're
2500, checking status.
401 in custody for DWI.
2500,
videotaping
copy.
the St.
Code 4,
Paul
flying
officers
custody.
over there.
2303.
8195. We got one in custody.
Copy, squad code 4.
Whatever happened to that stolen? You know,
Went on into Maplewood.
did they curtail it then?
Copy, code 4 is one in custody at 2303.
Just notified Maplewood.
Got the plate?
Yep. It was a Silverado, right?
1429.
ARH 337.
Copy that, I read. One two five.
125.
Courtesy ride, adult male to live in Sweet Sad, Century in 94.
So we're securing the perimeter while St. Paul is checking the house.
Copy, courtesy right.
If the door is locked, put the alarm went off, they'll attempt to get a hold of an owner. And if it's open, they'll probably conduct a search of the inside, clear the house. But we didn't see any movement, any lights in there. Although I can tell you this neighborhood was burglarized before a couple times.
Parking Como for a parking complaint.
But usually it was earlier in the evening, not... Well, both earlier in the evening, now that I think about it, see, they went into the house, they stole the cars. Remember, they were stealing cars from houses.
Mm-hmm.
Late at night while people are sleeping. So, hey, anything's possible there.
185.
St. Paul cars moving on.
location for
Okay.
the
25 premises secured. And you can just add notes